When you're in survival identity, you're locked in. That's it. That's the illusion, right? So it's like a prison. Your anxiety or your depression is like a prison. That's the survival identity. And this is how you know whether you are in your survival identity. You think you don't have a choice but to behave in a certain way. So there's no decision there. The decisions are being made for you. That's number one. You can't make decisions. You can't act out on what you want. You don't even think about what you want for yourself. You repeat every day, and every day is the same. So there's no freedom to choose, there's no freedom to experience. And it also happens in your mind, okay? So everything looks the same all the time. You're either very stressed, so fragmented, dysregulated in your thinking, there's no flow, your brain is scattered, right? So your power and your energy and your mental strength is scattered. And the more anxious you are, the more scattered it gets. You can come out of it, but this is how you know if you live in survival mode. You read things and watch things and listen to people, but nothing really gets in. You in this, I'm not trusting anyone or anything, everything is bullshit mode. And some of it is, of course, but nothing is coming in because you are guarded, right? Your survival mode is your protective mode. When you're depressed, you are disassociated. When you're anxious, you are disassociated in a different way, right? So this is how you know whether you're in survival mode, survival identity. Another thing, you cannot feel anything, right? You're numb, or the only thing that you can feel or have a sense of is fear. You are scared of life, of people, of things that are different, unfamiliar. Look at that. So you're in a survival identity, locked in, and that became your identity. Your survival identity became your everyday life, and you're so used to it that you call it your personality. There is a lot of tension in your body and in your mind. There is pressure. You don't even know where that's from or what it means, but there is pressure to just stay where you are and to be scared of everything. You may not call it scared, but your body is paralyzed with fear. So that means your amygdala in your brain is activated and your limbic system is locked in. So that's your nervous system, right? And if you're depressed, you live a quiet desperation and you're numb. You can't feel anything because it's a protective mode. So what that means is nothing can hurt you, but also you cannot selectively switch off emotions. You are blocking the pain, more pain, but you are also blocking the joy, the love, the inspiration, and you probably laugh at some things, but this is not really joy. This is some kind of mask, right? And you're masking, you're faking how you feel. You have developed this persona outside to interact with the world to the minimal level. So there's no closeness between you or anything or anyone because you are guarded, right? So you've developed this persona outside of you, this mask, who can take a little bit, very rarely, of interaction with the world. And I'm not talking about introverted people. I'm talking You know who I'm talking about. And you know if that's you. That's the secret here. So, yeah, if you live in this survival identity and that becomes your normal and that became your normal, where there's no joy, no celebration, I want you to know that you can undo it all. You can heal yourself, not by talking to anyone. Of course, that's an option, but I'm assuming you're not taking this option. You don't trust anyone, so you're not going to show up for therapy. You don't believe in therapy. You don't believe in anything, right? Or very little. Nothing brings you pleasure. You do certain things, soothing behaviors, but you're probably at the point where nothing brings you joy and it's not as it used to be, right? In terms of the excitement you felt for it, whether it's drugs, games, alcohol, whatever, right? So this is how you know. Yeah. See whether that speaks to you and that resonates with you. Try and start every day a little bit expressing yourself creatively. Music, writing, painting, making something, right? Because your hands are very healing and you can heal the sense of self. You can come out of this survival identity. And I'm assuming the reason why you're there is because your past is very difficult. But you don't have to go there for now. But start expressing yourself, not from the level of your brain, but from the level of your heart, from the level of who you truly are, from your spirit, right? And don't judge yourself for not being able to do something. Learn something really simple. Start really, really small. Get a canvas, get a piece of paper. Start writing, drawing, making something, gardening, whatever is available. Again, don't think that, oh, if I had a lot of money or if I had more money or more time. If that's you, if you live in survival identity, you should spend all your time on healing yourself, right? And once you start doing this, expressing yourself, your spirit will come alive. Your nervous system will come out of survival mode. So hopefully the reasons why you are this way, you had to become this way, are no longer present, right? Yeah, see if they are, if it's possible for you to remove yourself from the environment you're in, because environment is everything. Environment is absolutely everything. So try not to get yourself more anxious or more depressed, right? Try and be selective on what identity you are feeding and nurturing. Because with everything you do, you're nurturing a certain part of your nervous system identity. So you're either nurturing and feeding survival identity, or you are feeding and supporting and sustaining healing. And you don't have to go anywhere. Start where you are. This is exactly where you need to start. Start small. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop watching shit that makes you feel inadequate and not good enough. There are plenty of people on earth who have come out of this. Your nervous system is resilient as fuck and your spirit is unbreakable. You just have to come back to yourself, to who you truly are, by connecting with yourself, right? Because you disconnected from your strength, from your mental strength, from your psychological strength. And, you know, when it comes to things like going through pain, people ask themselves the question, why me? Right? I've suffered so much, and why me? Listen, life doesn't happen to you, life happens through you. So the reason that you feel that way is because you have a conscience. You're not a piece of plastic. You're a human being, so everything you go through makes you feel something, right? For good or for bad. Coming out of the survival mode is your main job, is a full-time job. Claim it, right? Claim it. And your life will change immensely as soon as you start paying attention to yourself, expressing yourself by the means of making something and connecting with art or, as I said, some life-giving activities, you will feel completely different in a matter of days. Never give up on yourself.